The Kingdom That Holds the Hinge, July 26, 2026. Why Saudi Arabia sits at the center of serious regional peace proposals. Every few years, new Middle East peace initiatives make headlines. Observers usually focus on Israel, Iran, and the United States. But behind most ambitious regional proposals sits one country whose choices often determine whether an agreement stays bilateral or becomes a genuine realignment. That country is Saudi Arabia. Why Saudi Arabia matters. Saudi Arabia is not just another Arab state. It occupies the intersection of religion, energy markets, economic weight, diplomatic influence, and security architecture across the Gulf and the broader Muslim world. Remove Saudi Arabia from a narrow bilateral deal, and the agreement can often still function. Remove it from a wider regional framework, and many proposals lose their center of gravity. The four practical locks. Saudi Arabia cannot simply sign a normalization agreement. Riyadh must manage four interlocking constraints at the same time. Lock 1. Predictable Iran. Saudi leaders need Iran to become sufficiently predictable, not necessarily friendly, but stable enough that normalization does not drastically increase security risks. Lock 2. A defensible Palestinian track. Any deal must be politically sustainable inside the kingdom and across the Arab and Muslim world. This requires visible, credible movement on the Palestinian issue that Riyadh can defend. Lock 3. Stronger security guarantees. Riyadh seeks enhanced U.S. security commitments, formal or informal, that provide confidence against both state and non-state threats. Lock 4. Preserving leadership. Normalization must reinforce, not undermine, Saudi Arabia's position as a leading voice in the Arab and Muslim world. How current tracks connect. Observers often treat U.S.-Iran negotiations and Saudi normalization as separate files. In practice, they influence each other's geometry. A more stable Iran changes Saudi risk calculations. It does not guarantee a deal, but it alters the conditions under which one becomes more feasible. Recent developments, including high-level U.S. envoys like Kushner and Witkoff in Doha, ongoing Abraham Accords expansion language, quiet Saudi facilitation roles, and Senator Lindsey Graham's recent reports of working towards Saudi-Israel normalization suggest senior policymakers are increasingly viewing these tracks as linked rather than isolated. The pattern. No single breakthrough has occurred, but the mechanical pattern is visible. Security coordination steps through the ISF, transitional governance structures like the Board of Peace, normalization pressure, and diplomatic channels that treat regional stability as independent. History often remembers the final treaty. It rarely highlights the years spent quietly arranging the conditions that make a treaty possible. Saudi Arabia may be one of those conditions. Eyes open. The Mercer Ledger is an independent, listener-supported platform. You can back our work at ko-fi.com/WEMercer. That's ko-fi.com/WEMERCER. And thanks for listening.